right, let's hit the field.
All rise.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
And he's done it again. See ya. A long home run into the second deck.
It was Saturday, May 25th, and the Yankees were in San Diego to take on the Padres in Game 2 of a 3-game set. Marcus Stroman was on the mound trying to back up his best start of the year, and the Yankees offense was trying to stay hot. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Looking to boost your sports betting game? Meet Odds Jam, the ultimate ally for data-driven wagering. With 260-plus sports books, it's your go-to platform. Here's how it works. Odds Jam's arbitrage tool spots differences in betting lines, letting you lock in risk-free profits. Plus, optimize bets with a positive EV calculator and track profits with a convenient bet tracker. Try it risk-free with a 7-day trial. Use code RECAPS for 35% off your first month. Link is in the description. Bet smart. Bet responsibly with Odds Jam. All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you to those of you who are joining me at the witching hour, now 19 past midnight on Sunday, May 26th. And the Yankees are 20 games over 500 for the first time this season. They are now 37-17. They just officially took the series from the Padres. Even if they lose tomorrow, that would be 2 out of 3, but they have a chance to sweep once again tomorrow, and that is a 4-game win streak.
We're going streaking! Yeah!
A lot of streaking this year.
Wow, winning.
So the Orioles beat the White Sox again, so the AL East lead is still 3 games, but the Yankees continue to take care of business. We've said it a few times in recent days. The formula for this team and their recent success has been to get on the board early, get excellent starting pitching, which they seem to get every single night now at a historic level, tack on a couple of runs in the middle of the game, and then have the bullpen lock it down. Tonight it was Weaver and Holmes with 3 innings and 1 hit between them and 1 run from Luke Weaver, just the solo home run. But the Yankees had a streak where they didn't allow a run for 26 1/3 innings. So pretty standard baseball formula, but the Yankees have been ruthlessly effective at executing it. Anthony Volpe getting the job done at the top of the order. He's got an 18-game hitting streak now, longest active streak in the major leagues. And Aaron Judge has homered in 4 consecutive games. He has rocketed up the top of the home run leaderboard. He is now tied at 17. I'd imagine that he'll be in sole possession before you know it. Probably before the end of the week, if not the end of this weekend, the way he's swinging the bat. I mean, 4 straight. What if he hits 2 tomorrow? Could be leading tomorrow. Could be hitting 1 tomorrow. But pitching continues to be outstanding. Another phenomenal outing from Marcus Stroman there. You see the movement he was getting tonight was ridiculous. He was throwing strikes. He was, moving the ball in and out, up and down. Everybody was off balance. He was pitching to soft contact. Even when he had guys on base, he got easy ground balls to get out of it. Gets a rise there. It's not easy to make Arise look bad. He made him look bad a couple of times. He struck out Tatis a couple of times. He gets him there. 90-mile-an-hour cutter. Profar jams him with 90-mile-an-hour sinker. And then Judge doubles down the left field line. He has now 18 doubles on the season to go along with his 17 home runs. He's on pace for over 50 home runs and over 50 doubles. That's ridiculous. Last guy I can remember doing that is Albert Bell. Pretty tough to get 100 extra base hits in one season. Yankees had some productive outs tonight. You saw Gleyber Torres there with the sacrifice fly. And then Stroman pitched around a leadoff triple in the 4th inning. Fantastic job. 5th inning, gets another strikeout here on a slider, maybe a cutter. Not a lot of break, but gets a rise again on a cutter inside. Tatis rolling over a ground ball. Perfect pitch on the outer part of the plate. And then Soto running it down in right center here. Really nice catch for Juan Soto. He's really turned into a tremendous outfielder if you look at the metrics. He's doing great out there, and that was considered his biggest weakness. Remember, people were talking about him being a DH. But Tatis finally ended the Yankees' scoreless inning streak with a home run. But great play by Oswaldo Cabrera to get out of that inning. And the Yankees hang on to win again. And they have won now 4 in a row. You know, the pitching continues to be fantastic. That's, obviously great. But the hitting was, even though they only got 4 runs, they had 9 hits tonight. Dylan Cease is somebody that the Yankees were linked to this winter because of the type of pitcher he is. He's very hard to hit, and he gets a lot of strikeouts. And he was ultimately traded to the Padres. Padres are always very aggressive in trades, and they went out and they got him. They used Thorpe, who the Yankees gave for Soto, part of that trade package, to get him. And he came in with one of the lowest batting averages against in Major League Baseball. I think it was 174. And a whip under 1. But he gave up 8 hits to the Yankees in 6 2/3 innings. He did have 9 strikeouts and no walks, but the Yankees roughed him up to the tune of 4 runs. So that's a really good performance against a really good pitcher. Hey, reminder before we get to the finer details, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're about 140 short of 39,000. We're closing in on 40,000 subscribers. We want to get there before the All-Star break. We need your help to get there. Also, good news, the Martian, Jason Dominguez, had 3 hits today. He went deep in his rehab assignment. Also, John Birdie on the IL with a calf injury. Kevin Smith, the infielder, not the movie director, called up. He's going to be on the roster for a couple of days, and then DJ LeMahieu will return on Tuesday against the Angels. Hey, before we get to the recap, one thing I do want to play a voicemail we got that I thought was a pretty good take and different from the usual voicemails that we get.
Yo, what's up, Derek? My bad, I left a message earlier, but I don't know what happened there. But now I just have a question for you. Like, since, you do videos and, graphic design and stuff like that, in the broadcast, why don't they put like a picture-in-picture when somebody gets a hit, when there's base runners, with the base runners running? Like, that's freaking exciting. Why not have that, let's say, when people are stealing bases, we see the runner, or when Verdugo hits one of those doubles and they only show the ball. I want to see the runner. I don't know. I feel like I'm making it more exciting. What do you think about that?
That's a great take. Some men see things as they are and say why. Other men, imagine things that never were and say why not. You, my friend, are the latter. That is a great call, and I agree with you 100%. Yes needs to hire you pronto. Ward Lifer says Silent Bob called up to the bigs. I am forever going to call him Silent Bob now. But all right, so let's go in for a closer look at tonight's action here.
Let's go. Let's get it going.
So Volpe wasted no time extending his hitting streak to 18 games, longest active streak in the major leagues. 2 batters later, Aaron Judge all over a hanging breaking ball from Dylan Cease.
It's another home run for Judge. All right, here comes the Judge.
Beautiful piece of hitting. Knuckle curve, but didn't do very much and stayed about belt high. And Judge knew it instantly. Lady behind the home plate was looking down at her coffee, so she missed it. But home runs in 4 consecutive games, that tied him with Gunnar Henderson and Kyle Tucker for the Major League lead. I think he gets to 20 before the Yankees are home. He always crushes the baseball in Anaheim. They might not pitch to him. Washington, he's a savvy manager. He might say, hey, make somebody else beat us. But it seems like every time that Aaron Judge is out there, he does serious, serious damage. But he's on pace for over 50 home runs and over 50 doubles. So, like I said, last guy I can remember doing that is Albert Bell. But I'm not getting any more voicemails about trading Aaron Judge. Those have stopped.
Outstanding achievement in the field of excellence.
He also doubled in his next at bat. Rizzo knocked him in to make it 3-0 Yankees. Torres put together a good at bat to pick up a sac fly for the Yankees' 4th run. That was all the runs they had. We got to talk about Marcus Stroman because he was terrific. Outstanding performance. Fourth inning, he gave up a leadoff triple and then pitched out of it with a couple of soft fly balls and then a big strikeout. That's pitching, baby. And he is a veteran. He does not get flustered. He was done after 6 innings, 6 fantastic innings, I should say. 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Got that ERA down to 2.76 on the season. 2.76. He's allowed 1 run in his last 3 outings. Going back to Minnesota, he had that game where he went 6 shutout innings on 2 hits. And then Seattle, 7 in the 3rd innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Didn't get a win in that game because of Clay Holmes. And then tonight, 6 shutout innings on 3 hits. How much you think he was sweating when Clay Holmes came in tonight? His whip for the season is down to 1.24. Very respectable. And with the win, he's now 4-2 on the season. Should be 5-2. But 4 straight games for the Yankees in which their starting pitching has not allowed a run. Unbelievable job by Marcus Stroman. So what else can you say about him? I mean, he's been exactly what the Yankees have needed. And the guy they almost signed before him, that they supposedly offered $150 million to, is Blake Snell. And Snell has been a combination of awful and injured. He's 0-3 with an 11.40 ERA. So nice pickup by Cashman. By the way, if you have not seen it, I did an interview the other day on Thursday with Andy Martino about Brian Cashman. He just wrote the new book, The Yankee Way. It's all about the Brian Cashman era. And it's not just about Brian Cashman. There's a lot of detail about Gene Michael, which I'm digging because you don't hear much about him in Yankee lore, but fans who watch closely will tell you, and correctly, that he's the guy who built that 90s dynasty. Not Cashman, not Bob Watson. It was Gene Michael. I'm 7 chapters in on the audio version of this book, and I can't put the headphones down. It's tremendous. So check it out. And check out the podcast interview, too. It's called The Cashman Era. It's a couple podcasts back. Fernando Tatis homered off of Luke Weaver in the bottom of the 8th. First run allowed by the Yankees in 26 and the 3rd innings. So just 2 outs shy of 3 full games. Nice play by Oswaldo Cabrera on defense in the end of the 8th inning to end the 8th inning there. Broken bat. He had to slide down to pick it up. Made an accurate throw. Clay Holmes came in for the 9th, and no sweat this time. He preserves the victory for Marcus Stroman and handled his business without incident. Yankees win.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
Frankie Baseball says Snell is the 2023 Rodon version of 2024. Yeah, I mean, he signed late, and now he's been injured, and he can't put it together. Parks and Young says, this year has been so much fun. I got to agree. This is one of the more fun years that we've had watching Yankees baseball. And tonight was a genuinely hard belt decision. I'm not going to beat around the bush because I know it's late and I know you want to get to bed, but really it came down to Judge with the 2-run home run and the double, tied for the Major League lead in home runs, and Marcus Stroman, 6 shutout innings. And ultimately it came down to Marcus Stroman didn't have a belt. Judge has a million of them. And I wanted to give one to Stroman. First belt, Marcus Stroman. Daniel Arce says, thank you, Snell, for not taking our deal. I bet he wishes he had. That was $150 million. Nice super chat here from Bill Peterfriend. Says, nice win. Any concern about Wells? He's not hitting and still has 4 RBIs. I hope all of us enjoy this year and stop worrying about will or won't they with Soto next year. This team can be special. Appreciate the chat. Austin Wells is now hitting 200 with a 584 OPS. He's doing the job defensively, which is crucial for a backup catcher, but they envision him long-term as their starting catcher. And a big reason why is because of his supposed offensive potential. Now, he was very unlucky early in the season. Lately, he hasn't been as unlucky, which is what I was worried about. He's just, gone into kind of a slump. When your hot streaks are marred by bad luck, hitting the ball right at guys, hitting balls to the warning track that the wind keeps in the ballpark. Then when you go into a slump, it just drags your numbers down even further, like ridiculously far. I'm not super concerned with Austin Wells yet. Also, it's very tough for a young guy who doesn't play every day because he's a catcher to get into a good offensive rhythm. I think if at some point Jose Trevino goes on the IL, which we don't want to happen, but he has had a number of IL trips with the Yankees. Let's say he misses a couple of weeks and Austin Wells plays consistently. I think you'll see Austin Wells hit. But when he's not getting consistent at bats, I just don't think he's going to hit all that much. It's tough to get going. So let's take a look at the box score here. Yankees picked up 9 hits, multi-hit games for Volpe, for Judge, for Verdugo, all of them with 2 hits. Volpe very quietly hitting .282 now with a .790 OPS. And he's been doing it with a lot of singles, a lot of doubles. I like the hitter he's becoming. Soto took the collar tonight. I felt like he got hosed by the umpire. He almost got himself tossed. He had a nice long discussion. It was a pitch completely out of the strike zone, and he knows when a pitch is a baseball's width out of the strike zone, he knows that absolutely that was a ball, without question, and he'll go at an umpire. He'll stand up for himself as a hitter, which is important. You don't want to be rude, but you want to tell the umpire, hey, I'm Juan Soto. I know that's a ball, right? Go look at it after the game, and you'll see. And I think that's what he was basically saying. I need those. So Judge, 2 for 4 with the double and the home run, hitting .280 with a 1.050 OPS. Now he's making his case for another MVP season. Verdugo, 2 for 4. And by the way, another MVP season in which he didn't hit for a month. He's been so good this month. Next month, he'll probably regress to the mean a little bit from what he was this month and be somewhere in the middle. But we'll take that because that's still a really good month. Verdugo, as I mentioned, multi-hit game. Stanton 0 for 4 with a couple of Ks. Rizzo, RBI single. Torres had a line drive single late in the game, but a couple of strikeouts. They made a lot of noise about his different leg kicks tonight, and I agree with that 100%. I think he needs to go to the no leg kick on a more consistent basis. Just quiet everything down in general. Yeah, you'll lose some power, but we've got enough power. We want that guy who's hitting line drives like you did late in the game, even though that was with a bigger leg kick. But we've seen him reduce that swing in recent years, and I want to see him get back to that. Wells, as we mentioned, 0 for 4 with a couple of Ks. Cabrera, 1 for 4. And then the pitching, outstanding, obviously. 6 shutout innings from Stroman. Weaver pitched 2 innings. And Holmes picks up the save. So we got another super chat here from B. Moore Corey. Says, should the MLB adopt the KBL's bunt derby? That's another great question. I like that. And I say, why not?
Absolutely. Hey.
I love those, I don't know, like those NFL quarterback challenge type of things where they had to hit the targets and, just pure athletic and baseball skill. Like, the drill where you got to throw and get the ball into a bucket. Like, I want to see that, There's this clip of Ichiro, and he's standing on a pitcher's mound, and there's like 5 bats, right? And they're standing about a foot apart, and they're standing on the fat part of the bat vertically, and he throws 4 baseballs in a row and hits all 4 of them. And it went viral, and I've watched it a million times. I want to see Jose Canseco hit with a metal bat. Go watch the YouTube video of him hitting softballs with a metal bat. Do a home run derby with a metal bat. Maybe you pull the fans out of the stands or whatever, but because somebody will get killed. But, I mean, that type of stuff is fun. All-Star break, I think they need to get creative. Because let's just face it, the MLB All-Star game is the least exciting of the major sports All-Star games. But the home run derby's cool. That aspect of it is awesome. But you really can't do much with the pitchers because you don't want guys blowing out their arms. Like, you don't want like a velocity contest or anything like that. You don't want that type of shit. But, it'd be fun to see a skills competition. I like it. That's a good comment. Frankie Baseball weighing in on the MVP says Soto is plus 300 for AL MVP. Judge is plus 330. Reminder, sponsored by OddsJam. Check out OddsJam, link in the description. James G says Judge is on pace for 51 home runs. We will take it, but I'm going to double check your math.
My quantitative, my math specialist.
Because last night, Someone told us that if the Yankees played 500 ball for the rest of the season, they'd win 100 games. Turns out that was fake news. Fake news. They would the math was not correct, and we played it. I didn't do the math in real time. So from now on, if someone gives a stat and I just read it, don't assume it's true. Double check it yourself, because I don't have the resources to look it up here. I guess I could have done the math, but I didn't. We had a guest on, we were having a conversation. I can't fact check the stats in real time. So, take everything with a grain of salt when somebody puts stats on the board. All right, let's wrap it up.
I gotta get out of here.
Nick Johnson says the NBA All-Star game is the least cared about. Their slam dunk competition is awesome. Their three-point competition is awesome. I tune in for just that. Like the guy said, the skills competition is way more fun than an actual game. I want to see all the guys showcase the stuff that makes them great. It's fun to watch Shohei hit massive home runs. I want to see him in the home run derby. I want to see Judge in the home run derby. You can do it without screwing up your swing. I don't know. It doesn't need to be an hour long either. You can have a pitching machine that throws 100-mile-an-hour fastballs right down the middle, right? It's set up to throw 100-mile-an-hour fastballs right down the middle. Once every 10 seconds, you get 10 swings, 3 rounds. And whoever hits the most home runs wins. That's how I would do it. I mean, it's easy to hit home runs when somebody's just patty caking one in right down the middle. But when you're 100 miles an hour, coming from a pitching machine, so it's going to be right there. But I want to see Judge, who knows 100-mile-an-hour fastball's coming, right down the middle with a juiced baseball, right? Hit one 9 miles. I want to see that. But make it happen, MLB. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Yankees win there. Now 20 games over 500. Reminder, like and subscribe. We are on a mission for 40,000. We cannot do it without you. And check out the shop. I had somebody ask me today if we have T-shirts. It says right there on the screen, merch, NYYRecaps.shop. We got T-shirts, we got hats, we got hoodies, we got caps, we got artwork, we got all sorts of stuff. So go check it out, support the channel, and I will see you after tomorrow's game.